Just gonna wait for some folks to log in here. Hey, what's going on, Chris? What's up, Ariel? What's going on, Wiley Briggs? Randy, what's up, man? We just get a couple more folks on here. Give everybody a chance to get the updates. Hey, what's up, Eddie? Thank you, bro. What's going on, James Cornick? Age Day. What's up, Seamus? Terrence, what's up? What's up, Ariel? Just the only thing on the agenda today is updates. Just giving you some updates. That's it. Hey, Chris, word of the day is I can't wait to get on this motorcycle, man. Hey, Jay Will, holla. Top of the evening, brother. Frank, what's up? Manny, what's up? I like what you're doing with your prayer sessions, bro. Appreciate it, what you did yesterday. Pierre, man, you keep beating that thing down. That's our big enemy. Jamal Holmes, what's up? Terry Dolbury, how you doing, bro? I hope everything is well. So listen, it's 7:05. Let's get it started. So basically, everything here is updates based on conference calls between the union and the Department of Buses. All right. So right now, there's 2,200 self-reported positive cases in the MTA. The Department of Buses have 500 self-reported positive cases. There's 1,800 quarantined or have been quarantined over the last 5 weeks. 400 people have returned to work since going out on quarantine. Those are the latest stats as of today. Topic update. Probationary employees. This was a big one for us because we wanted to do what we needed to do to protect the probies. And the union stepped to the plate and management agreed to do what they needed to do for probationaries. So probationary employees and extensions due to COVID-19. It has been agreed that any COVID-related absenteeism, which would include a sick quarantine or sick COVID, would not extend probationaries day to day. Those days mentioned won't be counted against the probationary members. So I thought that was very good news. Administrative terminations. Now, these are people who are out on workers' compensation and people who might be sick and out a year, where you get to Section 71 or Section 73 or under the MOU of the contract of 2002, which talks about administrative terminations. As of today, there's no policy that has come out for guidance, but there's a verbal understanding that the MTA is going to suspend administrative terminations for 3 months. Then it will be reevaluated. So There hasn't been an official policy on that, but that is the conversation right now. So the updates going on in the bus system, the Department of Buses started to install plexiglass barriers at different areas, such as the general dispatchers area, the crew dispatchers area, line supervisors, booths, storeroom area, and maintenance. The Department of Buses hopes to get all areas done within a week or so. The Department of Buses is also putting up a more robust chaining system. You have a chain that's already up. They're looking to put a more robust chain system where you have like an X and it's an X with a sign, and this will supposed to barricade the area between the customers and the bus operators. There'll be a sign demonstrating that. That's going to be starting today. But anyway, the DOB is also starting to get a company and a disinfectant called August. I might be saying that wrong, but it's a name of a company and application chemical that kills viruses and microbes. That will start this week on buses and all the facilities. This won't suspend any of our cleaning efforts that we have in place. It's designed to augment and be an extra layer of disinfecting. Some of this stuff started last week. The DOB announcing multi-agency campaign. I want y'all to listen to this because I'm not sure how you guys are going to feel about it, but this is something that the DOB is trying to put into place. Now, they are announcing a multi-agency campaign. It's an all-agency, railroad, commuter rail, buses, subways. It's being asked that frontline employees toot their horns twice, similar to clapping for the nurses. Toot the horn to bring awareness to the sacrifices that our frontline employees are making. That's going to happen Wednesday at 3 p.m. Moving on, FMLA COVID-19 policy. Now, there's a whole bunch of rumors about that were being supposedly denied, but the FMLA COVID-19 policy still hasn't officially come out. There will be training for managers on how to administer it. So far, now we will have to reconvene. This is what management is saying. They're going to be reconvening. They're going to be reconvening to discuss that particular issue. Now, there's a return. Now, let me just explain what we got today on the conference call for the return to work policy as of right now. Anyone who has been quarantined, and there's 3 buckets that you got to look at for quarantine purposes. But anyone who's been quarantined, 1, international travel, 2, quarantine based upon someone in your household tested positive for COVID-19, or the quarantine that the company asks you to do based on contact or close contact with an employee who tested positive. Any of those quarantines that are asymptomatic during 14-day period hasn't experienced any symptoms, the DOB is saying you can self-report and come back to work on the 15th day. That's the one that's most clear. That's the one that's most clear-cut and can be implemented immediately. Some of the other return to work, some of the other return to work, such as a positive COVID. If you have a doctor's line that puts you back to work and says you passed the COVID stage and can return on a certain date, that doctor's line will allow you to come back to work. So you don't have to see OHS unless you're obviously 21 days or over, which would be the normal practice, sending our members to the MAC once it's 21 days or over. Other issues such as you testing positive for COVID and you don't have clear doctor's lines putting you back to work. The DOB is still waiting on an affirmative guidance, which comes from MTA HQ. The guidance on the state health department is that you be 72 hours fever-free without the use of meds. So the question the DOB is having right now amongst themselves is how would the DOB as a company confirm all of that? Some of that is evolving. There's no firm answer as of yet. The union has made complaints about overnight homeless people riding the buses, utilizing as a shelter. DOB has been notified and will be elevated to the proper authorities in the Department of Buses and more than likely the police department. That is the update. The update was very short today. So if you guys have any questions for me, I will answer if I can. Now, it's going to require me to probably come offline with you guys and answer you that way. So I will answer you that way. But for now, I just want to express how difficult I know things are right now. And it's a little crazy and oxymoron. It's just crazy out here. There's so many different reports and different rumors out here, and we try to keep it rumor free and try to get you what the facts are, because that's what's important, is the facts. As far as Facebook and this group page becoming a source of information, I mean, I'm very proud to be able to bring you the information, no matter what the information is. Sometimes the information is not good news, but at least you're getting the information. And the information, for the record, is changing rapidly. It's evolving as we talk. There's policies set up by state government where the MTA tries to come close to or have their own policy similar to what's going on in the state. I, for one, I'm going to go on the record and say this. We have the governor who pretty much talks to you and the people of New York every day. And there's been people who said, he sounds very presidential, right? And let me tell you something. I for not for 1 minute say that this man is presidential, because for someone to be presidential, that means they had hoodwinked us all. And I'm not being hoodwinked. I see what's going on. You all see what's going on. We just have to stand together in unity. I know it's easy to point fingers. I know it's easy to sit back in a chair and point and say, that person did this wrong or that person did that wrong. And that's all easy. But I think right now what we need to do is stand together. And just understand something. And I'm going to close with this. And then I'm going to go offline and I'm going to answer a lot of y'all questions. I believe, and not only do I believe it, it's what the truth is. I mean, when you guys elected me to represent you, You elected me to represent your voice. So if you have any comments that you want to be said to the MTA, feel free to make your comments, and the comments will. And when I say comments, I mean I'm more or less saying suggestions or things that we feel that we need to fight for more of, or less of, or whatever the case may be. You can do that here, and I will carry your voices on. All right. I want everybody to be safe. Be well, and God bless all y'all. Be safe.